Hi Alpha Boss, welcome. Today I'm going to be doing a get ready with me style video. I've done a lot of reviews, I've done a lot of makeup tutorials, but I thought I would test out a new foundation for me from Becca Cosmetics. I received this complimentary from Becca to try out, so I wanted to try it on camera and kind of get an idea of what this foundation can do for my skin. I currently have more dry, normal to dry skin rather than oily skin, but I do get oily in the T-zone just a tad. So I wanted to try this foundation out. This is a 24-hour foundation. It's the Becca Ultimate Coverage Complexion Creme, and I got the color Bamboo. They do recommend that if you're in between colors, you get the lighter shade over the deeper shade. So Bamboo is the color I got, and I'm going to be applying it with a damp beauty sponge because that's what I've been using nowadays. I've already prepped my skin, so I'm just going to do one pump. They say one pump is all you need. You can get this, I believe, at Ulta and Sephora, and I love the Becca brand. I use them all the time. So I'm just going to take the shade, so you can see the shade that I got. It is a tad bit lighter. I'm just going to apply it all over my face. This is a heavily pigmented foundation, so it says that it's full coverage and one pump is enough. So after I dot it on my face, I'm going to take whatever's left and kind of apply it on the sponge and just go in. I like to work from the middle part of my face out because the middle is where I need more coverage. I have not put primer on. I did do my skincare though. I kind of want to see how it performs without a primer. So actually I feel like the color is good. We'll see. On camera it could look completely different. It says that it's supposed to cover up all of your imperfections. I do feel that it is evening out my skin. I like a skin-like finish foundation, so even though it's full coverage, it does look skin-like using the sponge. So I'll have to use it with a brush in another video and kind of see what it does. I only have a few minutes because I just put Zadie down for a nap, so I'm trying to get this done as fast as possible before she wakes up because she only does about like an hour and a half naps. So I have more discoloration on this side of my face, and it did a really good job at covering it. I actually think it looks good. Right now it looks like a demi matte, so not completely matte, but it's not heavy. I don't feel it on my skin. If it's usually a full coverage foundation, I can usually feel it on my skin. I don't feel that. The concealer that I've been using a lot is from Laura Mercier. It's the Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Concealer, and I'm using the shade 4N, which is my perfect shade. I use this with and without foundation. I use it underneath my eyes. I have dark circles right here. And blend it out with the beauty sponge. If you want fuller coverage of this concealer, you can let it sit for a little bit. I feel like the foundation did a really good job at that, so I'm not going to do that today. And we're going to set with my favorite Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. The translucent shade is one of my favorites for brightening. Once I apply setting powder or setting spray, it just dries down and melts into the skin, and it looks really good. I'll be using my favorite bronzer from Becca, the Sunlit Bronzer in Bronze Bondi. I've been using this a lot in my videos. I go back and forth between the Makeup Geek one and this one. It's not red, it's not orange, it's not too shimmery, it doesn't look muddy on my face. I'm a fan. Just all over. Gotta make the appearance. I don't know if I can minimize the appearance of my 5 head, but listen, it's what God gave me. It's what I'm working with. I also like to put bronzer right in here. And I also like to take bronzer right in here so it's not like white. it just looks a lot better on my face. So just right in here, not too much, just a little, and down my neck. So another Becca product, I'm using the Gradient Glow. This has been like my go-to highlighter. I just mix them all together and just apply it. It just gives me the most gorgeous glow on my skin without even trying. I also like to go on my lids, the top bridge of my nose, and on the sides of my nose. It'll get on the tip of the nose, but I focus more on the sides, cupid's bow, chin, and it just gives me an all over glow. Sometimes I'll also take it over the bronzer. That's like a fun tip. It just gives me an all over glowy look. Go back in with the bronzer with a fluffy blending brush into the crease really quick. This is what I do on an everyday basis. It's just my go-to look right now. Really quickly run through the brows. I don't have to tell you guys the deal on my brows. If you've been watching me for a while, you know I like imperfect. It doesn't have to look super clean. We like a messy, natural looking brow. So my left brow used to be my favorite brow. Now it's my right brow. The left brow doesn't like to cooperate with me anymore. Mascara, today I'm going to be using the Wonderfully Real Mascara with Keratin by Rimmel London. When I went to the refinery party, they were handing these out and I got to try them. You do got to be careful though, it's more of a wet mascara formula and it gets everywhere, so just be careful, but it does make my lashes look long and pretty. I just do a little bit here. So now I'm going to take my Becca Glow Gloss in Snapdragon. I did a monochromatic guava look using this, and I'm just going to apply it to the lips. I'll be checking in every now and then to let you know how I feel about the foundation from Becca. So, you know, if you want to see that, keep on watching and we'll jump right into the first check-in. So, bye. Back with a check-in. It's been 6 hours since my initial application of the Becca foundation, this one right here. And so far, so good. I haven't had any issues. I really like the way that it looks. I don't have any creasing in my smile lines or anywhere else. It's not breaking up or anything. I do see a little bit of separation around the crevices of my nose, but that's normal to me. I deal with that on a daily with any foundation, so that's not really a concern, but I do like the way that my skin looks. It looks dewy. I do feel that I am getting a little oil in this area. That's also normal for me. I didn't apply a primer, so I feel like that's a given as well. But as for the foundation staying on and still having coverage and not fading, still good. Not a lot of lines. I don't see my pores actually. I actually really like it. I like the way that my skin looks. It's very glowy. And it's the type of makeup that I really like. Hi Alphas, I'm back with another check-in. It's been 10 hours since I've worn the Becca foundation. This is currently what it looks like. It's actually doing something weird to my skin. I'll bring you closer so you can see. I don't know if you can see it in this camera, but it's kind of breaking up around this area, my mouth area, probably because I talk from right there. So I'm thinking that's what it is. For 10 hours, it actually looks really good, to be honest. I'm very impressed. Usually at the 10-hour mark, we're done. I've been cooking, so the steam, the heat has been on my face. I've been working and stuff, and this is what it looks like. So I don't think it's that bad. So I will do another check-in to kind of see what it looks like. I'll try to go the full 24 hours, but if I don't, you'll get a general idea of what it looks like. If I did do the full 24 hours, it would be like 3 a.m. and that's a long time to have foundation on my face. I don't want to break out or anything. So I am going to go to the gym, so I will have it on when I go to the gym and see how well it holds up through sweat and all of that stuff. Because if I was outside shopping or something in this Florida heat and humidity, it would kind of be the same thing. So I'll let you guys know after the gym what it looks like. I'm definitely going to have to take it off before the 24-hour mark, but I'm going to try to make sure that I do it as long as possible with a few hours left. But so far so good. So I will see you in my check-in after workouts. Hi Alphas, I am back for my final check-in on the foundation. I just got back from working out, so I wanted to show you how it held up before I washed it off my face because I need to shower. So as you can see, it actually isn't that bad. It is kind of rubbed off on my upper lip, but everywhere else I still have coverage. So it's actually not that bad. It worked through my workout, so I'd say that's a win. Overall, my experience with the foundation, I give it an A+. It worked through my workout. I was sweating all over. I was doing cardio on the treadmill for 30 minutes, and it still doesn't look bad. Usually at this point, my foundation is horrible looking. So I give this a thumbs up, and I highly recommend that you check it out if you are interested in a new foundation, something that is worth covering all of your imperfections, but super lightweight, very high in pigment. This is a really, really good one. So if you have any questions, leave them down in the comment box below. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Love yous. Bye.